Hey Simlies, it's Deligracy here, and I had a little bit of a break from YouTube because I had a very busy week last week. I had a funeral to go to, and if you guys have ever dealt with death before, you know that it can always really put a spanner in the works and throw you off your schedule for whether or not you're at school or if you work or whatever. It always makes things a little bit more difficult to get what you would usually get done. So anyways, I'm back. Thank you for your patience. And I did want to do a little bit of a build for you guys, which this one is kind of cute. It's just a base game starter. I've noticed a lot of you guys in the comments have been requesting base game only builds, and I just thought, well, you know what? If you only have the base game, you may have only just started playing Sims, perhaps. I know a lot of people or Simlies who have been playing for a while just have the base game, which is fine. But often people will start with the base game, and therefore I thought, well, they might want a starter house to start with as well. So this starter house, we're actually working backwards. We're putting in the furniture as we build it, as opposed to building it and then putting the furniture in. The idea behind that was that I would be able to use all the space effectively. And you know what? I think it really worked. We actually managed to get a flat screen TV into this starter home, and also a outdoor pond and nice landscaping as well. And a good sink in a starter home with the amount of 20,500 simoleons, which is what you start with if you have 2 Sims moving into a household. So that's pretty cool. I thought, you know what? Not a bad effort, Dells. Not a bad effort. I love that the entrance comes straight into this kitchen, which is a bit of a galley kitchen, and you just walk straight through it to then get to this tiny little dining area. You then have a nice little lounge room. Actually, the lounge room is pretty generous for this house size. It's got 2 couches in it. And then we've got this bathroom, which we're needing to extend just a little bit. It was just getting a little bit squishy, if you know what I mean. So yeah, exciting times. I'm pretty excited for this week. It is my birthday coming up at the end of the week, and my birthday live stream will be the following week. So you guys are all invited to my birthday party live stream. It is on the 17th. I have redone the times because after daylight savings has taken place, I realized a lot of the time converters that I used for the different time zones around the world were actually wrong. I know, crises. So make sure you do check on that. It's on Twitter, it's on Instagram, and if you don't have Instagram or Twitter, you can still check Twitter without having a login. So that is pretty easy peasy. I'll probably make a reminder video leading up to it just because I was actually going to do one today, but then I was like, I don't know if all the dates and times are going to be right, so I'm going to wait another week before I do it. So a week in advance, and hopefully that's enough time for you guys. But we're working on the roofing now. We're just trying to figure out what might look nice, and I think it looks okay in the end. We end up roofing half the house, so putting a proper roof on half the house and then leaving the other half flat with half walls around it, and I think it looks nice. I mean, you definitely want to add to this house over time once your Sims earn a bit more money. That's cool. And yeah, just figuring out what wallpaper to put in here. Originally we started off with this very strong contrast of reds and blacks and whites, and I just was like, I don't know, it's a little bit hardcore for me. So I decided to go with a few more neutrals inspired by the exterior of the house that we're working on right now. So we're working with a lot of browns, a lot of those nice earthy colors, and we're actually going to take that inside into the house in a second. And I'll show you a few wallpaper tricks, which are awesome for starter homes where you don't have a lot of money to spend. But yeah, it works. This sink was really annoying me, so we do actually change that to a rectangular sink later on, and we are changing up a lot of the colors. Those couches are going to end up being blue because we end up putting a lot of bright walls in here, and it's really the wallpaper that does make this build. I just think, you know, it's looking pretty plain Jane right now, and we're going to change up a little bit in a second. but I don't mind it. Those 2 Sims there are just random as Sims. They're not for a new Let's Play or anything. They're just random from CADs that I just used for the purpose of making sure I had the right amount of starter home money to spend. And this is a wallpaper trick. So you just use like 1 strip of colored wallpaper on certain walls, and it just has this nice, I guess, sense of being decorative without having to put a wall painting or a wall decor item on the wall. And that would obviously cost more. Oh my gosh, so much rhyming right now. Oh dear. I'm also working really hard to get out the new channel this week. I wanted to, well, if you guys don't know, I am starting a new channel. I already had a second channel called With Madeline, and basically I just did not have the time to work on it, so it was a bit of a dead channel. The other issue with it was that the settings of that channel were not set up properly to work with my Deligracy channel. So I am therefore starting a fresh channel that I just decided that I'm going to make sure I put a vlog on it at least once a week, at least. So if you guys want to see some more vlogs from me, lifestyle videos, I've just decided that it's probably a little bit difficult or confusing for some of you guys to have it on my gaming channel. These videos are like the get ready with me videos, my room tour, my gaming setup tour. We're going to maybe put some fitness videos on there, any vlogs from travel. I think I'm going overseas in less than a month. Can't really say much more right now, but if that does work out, I will for sure let you guys know. And of course, I'll be vlogging all of that trip and just random stuff. Like, I love art and design. I hope to do a bit of that on that channel. And yeah, so I'll be working hard on that this week. And I love those little shelves, which is the single pot plants. I think they're really cute in this. And the inversed rugs there, I think they're kind of fun. Oh my gosh, I am so sick of the doona covers in this game, or duvet covers, or bed covers, whatever you guys call them wherever you are in the world. But we call them doona covers here in Australia. And I'm just sick of them. In the end, I used this green one, and it turned out quite nice, I think. But, you know, we just need more. I'm sure the Sims team has heard us. Ask for more, and we'll get there in the end. We will get there in the end, I'm sure. After a bit of time. And then we're just popping in some chairs here, popping them in just one chair there, just, you know, you might feel like having a little sit in your bedroom, or if you are in bed, maybe someone will come chat to you while you're in bed. I don't know. If you have a visitor, maybe you're unwell. And here we are doing the roofing part. So just popping that diagonal roof on top. We're going to curve it a little bit and bring it up because it's just looking a little bit squished right now. So we're going to lift it, then get rid of the half walls there because they're kind of sticking out and intersecting the roof, causing a gap. So got to delete those in a second. There we are, fixing that all up. And I don't know, it kind of gives the illusion of a carport, which is a bit of fun. I tried putting the roof on the other side, but I just thought, no, it didn't really work. It just doesn't look, I don't know, quite right. I prefer having one side plain and the other side curved, and it means, you know, you can build upstairs if you want to renovate the house and have a bit of a balcony space. So, I don't know, I thought it was a nicer result than doing all of it roofed for a change. And we also were able, with a few $1,000 or 1,000 simoleons left, we were able to do some nice landscaping. Landscaping costs a lot in The Sims 4, so you know, you've got to have quite a lot left over. One tip is to scale up plants, so then you don't actually use as much money if you scale them up, and therefore it takes up more space than the original side of it. Terrain painting doesn't cost anything, which is always nice, and that's why we use that for the pathway and whatnot. Love these wall decor items that I've just put there under the roofline. It kind of feels beachy in a way. A little bit of a beachy feel, and there's a bit of overgrown greenery over the doorway just there, which I think makes the place feel a little bit more like home, a little bit more cozy and lived in, rather than just a stark brand new house with nothing there. The landscaping always helps with that, just make it seem a little bit more realistic. And of course, to finish it up, I decided to put this teeny weeny, really cute little natural pool, and I don't know, it just makes all the difference. But these rocks, oh my goodness, they just burned through our cash. Just burned right through it, through our pockets. But you know what? It's all right. In the end, we make it work. And I think we have a few dollars left over. And yeah, it's pretty cute. So it's on the gallery for download under the username Deligracy if you would like it. And here, of course, are the screenshots. So you can see it's just a nice, simple home. It's nice and light and fresh. You can really style it to suit any sim you want to move in just by clicking on the swatch and changing up the colors of the items and wallpapers. Super easy. And I do like putting windows inside the house because it still separates the rooms, but it also doesn't take up space and make it feel squished. So I love a lot of glass in small spaces for that reason, and a lot of mirrors because it just opens up the room to new dimensions. And who doesn't love a bit of space, you know? I love my space. And we've got a double mirror in the bathroom there. If you want to check yourself out while you're on the toilet facing the other way. Ew, isn't that called like a reverse kangaroo or something? Gross. I did not just say that. But anyways, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you have any more house building ideas. But I hope you're having a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening wherever you are in the world. And I look forward to speaking to you guys really soon.